The Idol is a provocative new series that has taken the entertainment industry by storm. From the minds of Sam Levinson, the mastermind behind Euphoria, and co-creators Abel the Weeknd Tesfaye and Reza Fahim, this show promises to push boundaries and ignite passionate discussions. The show follows the journey of Jocelyn, portrayed by the talented Lily Rose Depp, a pop star struggling to reclaim her place in the spotlight after a tumultuous period of personal struggle. As she navigates the treacherous path to redemption, Jocelyn finds herself entangled with Tedros, played by the enigmatic Tesfaye, a nightclub owner with a mysterious past. Following its premiere at the prestigious Cannes Film Festival, where it caused quite a stir, The Idol has become the subject of intense scrutiny. The first two episodes left audiences both captivated and divided, sparking a whirlwind of controversy and debate. The series has drawn particular attention for its explicit content, which many critics have condemned as excessive and catering to male fantasies. Join us as we delve into the most controversial moments in the premiere episode of The Idol, unveiling the secrets, scandals, and hidden desires that lurk beneath the glamorous facade of the music industry. Chime locked an intimacy coordinator in the bathroom for $5,000. The first episode kicked off with a seductive photo shoot for Jocelyn's latest album cover. She was adorned in a loosely tied satin robe, exuding an alluring aura befitting a pop star. However, the presence of an intimacy coordinator on set raised concerns when Jocelyn unintentionally revealed her nipples, a violation of her nudity ride. The coordinator explained the importance of adhering to the nudity rider to safeguard the well-being of vulnerable individuals involved. In response, Jocelyn's team belittled the suggestion, sarcastically remarking, "She appears quite vulnerable, doesn't she?" When the team realized that reverting the nudity rider would necessitate pausing the photo shoot and sacrificing a day's worth of work, Jocelyn's manager, Chaim, devised an alternative plan. He decided to confine the intimacy coordinator to the bathroom, effectively preventing further interference, and offered a staff member $5,000 to ensure their compliance. Jocelyn choked herself while pleasuring herself. This particular moment at Cannes resonated deeply with many audience members, further cementing the series' reputation for pushing boundaries. Following a brief encounter with Tedros at his nightclub, Jocelyn returned home alone. In a provocative act of self-pleasure, she engaged in choking herself, seemingly alluding to the passionate moment when Tedros grasped her throat while they shared a passionate kiss on the dance floor. Jocelyn wore a hospital bracelet for her comeback album cover. Drawing inspiration from her recent experience with a nervous breakdown, Jocelyn chose to wear a hospital bracelet during the photo shoot for her highly anticipated comeback album. Alongside her were strategically placed bottles of tequila, contributing to the artistic vision. Xander, portrayed by Troye Sivan, expressed his concern about potentially romanticizing mental illness with the presence of the bracelet. However, Nicki, a record label executive portrayed by Jane Addams, reassured him, stating that mental illness is attractive, and emphasizing that it could serve as a relatable aspect for everyday consumers to connect with the pop sensation. Jocelyn's Vanity Fair interview. During an interview with a Vanity Fair journalist assigned to write a profile on the pop star, Jocelyn made a thought-provoking statement. She expressed that everyone is accountable to someone. When the journalist inquired about whom Jocelyn answered to, she simply responded with, "God," leaving the interviewer puzzled and intrigued. Jocelyn liked Tedros's rapey vibe. Following Jocelyn and Tedros's brief encounter at the club, Jocelyn confided in her assistant and best friend Leia, portrayed by Rachel Sennott, about her desire to invite Tedros to her house. As Jocelyn shared her intention, Leia couldn't help but display a subtle expression of discomfort. She candidly expressed her reservations, stating that she perceived Tedros to have a predatory vibe. Surprisingly, Jocelyn replied by admitting that she was somewhat drawn to that aspect. Tedros greeted Leia with a kiss on the lips and other creepy things. As Tedros arrived at Jocelyn's residence, Leia graciously opened the door while Jocelyn wrapped up her preparations. Tedros greeted Leia with an unexpected kiss on the lips, leaving her feeling uneasy. In an attempt to shrug off the discomfort, Leia encouraged him to make himself comfortable. Tedros, responding in an odd manner, questioned her with an uncertain, "Are you sure?" He then proceeded to exhibit peculiar behavior while awaiting Jocelyn's arrival, sniffing the furniture and rehearsing various versions of "Hey Angel" to use when he finally met with Jocelyn. Tedros choked Jocelyn with fabric and whipped out a knife. While Jocelyn and Tedros engaged in flirtatious banter, indulging in drinks and listening to her latest song, Tedros made a bold comment about Jocelyn's singing, suggesting that she lacked a certain passion. Eager to assist, Tedros proceeded to place a red fabric from Jocelyn's robe over her face, securing it around her neck with the waistband. This arrangement caused her facial features to be partially concealed by the fabric. In a surprising turn of events, Tedros then revealed a knife and instructed Jocelyn to open her mouth, creating a small opening in the fabric, allowing her to breathe through her mouth. "Now you can truly sing," he declared, bringing the episode to a close. Jocelyn was compared to Simone Biles. As the HBO series acknowledges its connections to Britney Spears, it surprises us with yet another unexpected reference. In a revealing moment, Jocelyn's team disclosed that they postponed her tour and issued ticket refunds following her personal struggles. They drew a parallel between Jocelyn and Olympic gymnast Simone Biles, highlighting their shared commitment to prioritizing mental health as they prepare for their respective upcoming endeavors. Chaim locks Jocelyn's intimacy coordinator in a closet. The first episode of The Idol kicks off with an audacious photo shoot for Jocelyn's upcoming album cover. Dressed in a lustrous red robe, Jocelyn strikes various poses for the camera, and at one point, bares her chest. A vigilant intimacy coordinator intervenes, notifying Jocelyn's team that capturing such revealing images is not permitted. In a perplexing and aggressive reaction, Jocelyn's manager, Chaim, promptly locks the coordinator in a bathroom, insisting that they remain confined for a minimum of 3 hours. Despite the coordinator's argument about prioritizing Jocelyn's safety and consent, they face condemnation throughout the rest of the episode. Jocelyn's team romanticizes mental illness as sexy. As Jocelyn's photo shoot progresses, her team engages in a discussion about her appearance. Xander raises a concern, suggesting that Jocelyn wearing her hospital bracelet could potentially eroticize mental illness, which might not be appropriate. Nikki dismisses Xander's sensitivity and argues that Jocelyn is not an ordinary woman but rather a captivating fantasy for the men who will see these photos. Nikki points out that Jocelyn's allure may be so intense that she appears unattainable to regular men. However, by wearing the hospital bracelet, it gives them a false sense of possibility. She concludes by asserting that there is an undeniable allure in mental illness, and therefore the bracelet must remain as part of the overall aesthetic. Jocelyn chokes herself in an explicit scene. In the first episode of The Idol, Jocelyn and her entourage visit a club where she shares an instant connection with Tedros, the club's owner. Although it appears that Jocelyn and Tedros might engage in a romantic encounter, their interaction is interrupted by Leia, leading them to engage in conversation instead. Later, when Jocelyn returns home alone, she settles on her couch and begins to explore her desires. The scene takes a disturbing turn when Jocelyn starts choking herself during the intimate act. Despite the intensity and violence of the moment, Jocelyn wears a smile afterward, seemingly content with her personal experience. Jocelyn says she likes that Tedros comes off as rapey. In the latter part of the first episode of The Idol, Jocelyn and Leia find themselves watching a movie together. It is during this moment that Jocelyn discloses her decision to invite Tedros, portrayed by the musician The Weeknd, to join them. Leia's discontent with the idea is palpable, as she describes Tedros, the club owner, using the term rapey. Surprisingly, Jocelyn responds with genuine sincerity, stating, "I find that attractive about him." Despite Leia's admonishment for making such a statement, it becomes evident that Jocelyn truly means it. Consequently, despite Leia's objections, Tedros ultimately visits Jocelyn's house, leading to an evening spent together. Tedros, creepily, kisses Leia. Leia's reservations regarding Tedros are validated as he arrives at Jocelyn's house. As she extends an invitation for him to come inside, he abruptly leans in for a peculiar and unsolicited kiss. Leia, feeling uncomfortable, takes a step back and awkwardly responds, "Thanks for that," while informing him that Jocelyn is still in the process of getting ready, implying that he should wait until she's prepared. However, in the ensuing moments, Tedros continues to exhibit odd behavior. He proceeds to sniff Jocelyn's pillows and engages in a conversation with his reflection in the bathroom mirror, practicing how he intends to greet Jocelyn upon her arrival. Tedros brings out a knife in an intimate moment with Jocelyn. In the climactic final scene of The Idol Episode 1, Jocelyn shares her new song with Tedros, Overwhelmed by self-doubt, she expresses concerns about its authenticity and fears it may come across as superficial. As Jocelyn plays the song, Tedros offers his feedback, acknowledging its quality but suggesting that she needs to sing the lyrics with genuine emotion. The exchange takes on a more intimate tone as Tedros begins touching Jocelyn while explaining how she can enhance the song's delivery. Gradually, he asks her to place her trust in him and gently wraps her robe around her head, tightening it enough to restrict her breathing. To Jocelyn's surprise, he then retrieves a knife and carefully cuts a small hole where her mouth is located. Tedros declares, "Now you're prepared to sing." So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned and we will catch you in the next video.